This is technically the third video that I've ever made and posted on YouTube. So definitely made more videos, but never posted them. So I really want to create a YouTube channel centered around my personal growth, just as a person, hence personal, and just kind of, I don't know, I just want to explore making content like this, making videos, probably more long form content and stuff like that. I've never had a YouTube channel. I've never made anything like this. I've never had like a excuse me. I've never had like a social media, like a social media kind of thing, you know. So I want to make this because I've had this idea for a long time to have a YouTube channel that showcases what I like to do, which is I like to learn stuff. I like to learn new things, and I like to teach people, and I like to kind of relay what I've learned. I also love fitness. I also love bodybuilding. And honestly, Sam Sulek, he really has been a big motivation in kind of inspiring me to, you know, just cut the bullshit and just make a YouTube channel and just showcase, because like right now, I'm not in the shape that I want to be. I'm 26 years old. I've never really been in the shape that I want to be, and I want to get to the point where I'm kind of on a cut right now, so I want to drop down. I want 12% body fat, and then from there, I want to cleanly and as quickly as possible bulk up, get back to a nice and hearty 175. I'm 177 right now, but I'm flabby, I'm fat, I'm grotesque. And so I want to change that, and I want to have a YouTube channel where I can showcase my progress and, I don't know, just build something. I honestly, without getting too deep into why it is that I feel like I want to do this, other than the reasons I just listed, I've just felt like for a long time that I'm kind of a loser, and I know that my friends and family would disagree with me. My fiance would disagree with me. I think that everybody in my life would disagree with me. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they'd be like, actually, yeah, you are a loser. You suck. But I feel like I'm a loser. I'm sick right now. I just got like a little head cold, so stayed home from work, and I just figured this would be a good time to reignite the channel. I posted 2 videos on here, like I said. They got 0 views, and I deleted them. But I'm gonna keep this one up because I just want to showcase my de-loserification of my life. Because what I want is I want to be great. I want to be somebody. I want to have something. I want to build something. I want to have something that gets me out of bed. That's more than just making money. More than just. Not that making money is bad or anything. I love making money. Making money is great. And I'll probably have some videos based on that, later on. I do a lot of stock trading, a lot of day trading, and I like to think that I'm pretty good at it. Pretty good at making money, but I want more than that. I feel unfulfilled. There's a lot of things in my life that I am fulfilled with. My fiance, she's perfect in every way to me. I love her. My family, they're amazing. They're incredible. They're very supportive and helpful. Friends, great. But I feel wholly unfulfilled with my life. I feel like I've come to this point being 26, and it's like I kind of just marched on through my 20s and I made it here, and it's almost like I've come up out of a stupor. Like I'm kind of like I've come to, and I've kind of realized, like, wow, I'm 26. I've got 6 years behind me of being in my 20s, and I don't feel like I have anything to show for it. I don't have achievements and things that I've attained, or statuses, or a status as a person, or anything. I just feel as though I've kind of not been, and I think a lot of people might be able to relate to this. I haven't been just a piece of shit. I'm not on drugs. I'm not homeless. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're homeless, you're not a piece of shit. But you get what I'm saying. I'm not in a really bad spot. I'm not on drugs. I'm not homeless. I'm not, just down super bad. Like I got a place to live. I have a great family. I have all these good things, but I just don't feel happy. I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I'm contributing in a meaningful way to the world. I just kind of feel like I've lived in my 20s, and I've had experiences, both positive and negative, that have obviously brought me to this point. I've gained some wisdom, and I've developed myself in certain ways. I've kind of expanded on certain interests that I have, but I've never had like that one thing. You know, I did this thing when I was younger, and I still fall into this trap a lot still. But I would get on Wikipedia, like one of my favorite websites. I fucking love Wikipedia, dude. You can just read about everything. And so I would read about successful people, like great people. I pick a celebrity, I pick a famous person, a great person, and I immediately go to like early life. You know, they could be Napoleon Bonaparte. I hope that's how you pronounce his last name. Napoleon. It could be Alexander the Great. It could be fucking Robert Downey Jr. It could be Joe Rogan. It could be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Doesn't matter. Just somebody of acclaim. And then I read like, what was their early life like? What did they do when they were young? Like, what did they do when they were in their 20s, when they were kind of before they were what they were? And that always intrigued me because there's a lot of differentiation or difference between these people. You know, some of them, like super early on, it was like, okay, I'm gonna get into. They kind of knew like they were gonna do this. Like you look at like some of the top like soccer players or footballers, if you're, you know, across the pond, and these guys generally got into it pretty young, and they just kind of, you know, they were good at it. They took it and they went far. A lot of NBA players as well, stuff like that. A lot of athletes, you know. And I just feel like I never had like that thing. Like, I would even look at people in my life that I knew or that I met that were, they didn't even have to have like some huge thing. It could be like, oh, I want to be a nurse. I want to be which, don't get me wrong, again, nursing's very important. But it's like, I want to be a nurse. I want to be a architect. I want to be an engineer, something like that. And I was always kind of like, how do you know that? Like, how do you know that's what you want to do? And I guess I overthought it. I guess I thought that it was something more than just, I'm interested in that and that's what I want to do. I always kind of thought that maybe it was like some spiritual feeling that you would just feel and you like, I'm gonna be a you know a rodent dental assistant, you know, and work with little mice in their teeth or some shit like that. You know, it was never. I don't know if that's a real thing. It was never, for me, it was never like that. It was never like, oh, this is the thing that I want to do. I had ideas, I had things that I did enjoy doing, but I don't know if it was fear or if it was laziness or just procrastination that kind of prevented me from really like taking anything super far. But I always just kind of had various hobbies and various things, but I only went so far with them. So you know, all this word vomit to say that I want to use this YouTube channel to showcase my personal growth. I want to use it kind of just as a vlog and kind of just as like a personal journal of and like a source of data keeping, kind of like to show my progress of de-loserification, because Calvin Mark Taylor, I want to be great. I want to be someone of acclaim. You know, I want to be a somebody. You know, I want to do something big. I want to achieve, you know, greatness up here. I want to be up here. And I'm not talking just make six figures or, you know, kind of like I want 1 million subscribers. You know, I mean, hey, that's going to be super cool when that happens. That's going to be awesome. But I want to be up here. You know, I want to be great. I just don't know exactly how that's going to happen. And that used to tear me up all the time, and it still kind of does, because I'm just kind of thinking like, you know, you have this thing, you want to be great, but how are you going to do it? And I think that the first part of the quest, the first part of the journey is to figure that out. And I think what that looks like is doing what I've never done, which is taking my interests, taking the things that I love to do, which I love computers, I love programming, I love video games. Really, my first love was I wanted to make video games. Never really did that, but I love bodybuilding, I love weightlifting, I love jiu-jitsu and MMA fighting. My second plan, like my kind of thing was I was going to become, and who knows, maybe I still will. I'm sure a lot of you will be like, no, you're 26, you can't do that. I think I can do anything. I think that I can, if I put my mind to it, I can do anything. I think it's going to require great change. But to become an MMA fighter, become the greatest MMA fighter, to turn that into an acting career, and then from there just do whatever the hell else I want. Kind of a la Arnold Schwarzenegger or Dwayne Johnson. You know what I mean? Kind of go down that route. So maybe we'll look back at this video in 10, 15, 20 years and be like, he knew, or maybe not. Maybe we'll look back and it'll have like 200 views and people will be like, you know, you're retarded. So we'll see what happens. I have confidence in myself. I have a belief that I can find my way and that I can become great. But from this channel, what to expect is I want to have a series. I want to have a series showcasing the growth of my. Oh, somebody's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, somebody was calling me. I actually clicked on it. Anyways, so showcasing my personal development of my body. I want to body build. I want to get fucking shredded, man. I want to get huge. I want to get lean. I want to get shredded. I want to get all that. I want to get big. I'm not a huge guy. I'm 5'7.5". Not super tall. Not really anything. I'm just kind of fat right now. So we're starting from scratch. Not really, because I've been working out. Yeah, if you saw me naked, you would not believe it. But I've been working out since I was like 15 or 16. So I have a good amount of knowledge that I can use, and yeah, I want to showcase my growth, and then I want to have some other series where I really dive into my interests and I find my path to greatness, and I want to record it. I want to record my path to greatness, whatever it might look like, whether it's fighting, whether it's programming, whether it's investing, whether it is just general entrepreneurship. The main theme is that it's going to be a multitude of things over a multi-decade span. You know, I don't want to just do one thing. I think if there's anything that I know about myself, is that I don't just want to do one thing. I don't just want to just be A or just be B. I want to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I want to do a lot of things. I want to do them well. So it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take sacrifice. But I'm unhappy the way that I am. I'm unhappy living the life that I live. And I think a lot of people can maybe, unfortunately, relate to this kind of unhappiness with where they're at, even though on paper their life looks great. So if you do, maybe follow along. Maybe we can get great together. So thanks for watching.